Good morning, it's Martin from Pendle Performance. We're here in Spain. We're at the Pinnacle testing proving ground, and we want to say a huge thanks to Davanti, European Development Centre, for the lend of their workshop. We've got a special vehicle that we're going to be testing on the proving ground. We also want to say a huge thanks to Ray and the team from Tread. If you want to pan over, we can see Ray and we can see the team in the corner there. We're going to be doing some special testing on a number of vehicles, a number of tyres, and we're also going to be going for a record in a Volkswagen Amarok that we built earlier this year.
So the reason that I've partnered with Martin, all the effort that goes into these vehicles, Martin has the same level of, well, word OCD doesn't really come into it, but Martin is, in my opinion, the premier tuner in the UK. He's not only a tuner, he creates the full package. He understands what's required and he understands my requirements. It's very important. These vehicles, yes, they're significantly expensive, but they're a key part of my business. I can't trust that with anybody else. I need this vehicle to do exactly what's required, time and time and time again. I need that repeatability, that performance. The reason that we've took the effort into this vehicle is we need to elevate it to a higher level to ensure that my clients and my customers reach the demands that's required by the marketplace. By partnering with Martin and Pendle Performance, I found, the true core skills that's required.
This is the Volkswagen Amarok that we are going to now start testing at the proving ground. We're just going to have a little bit of a talk about the Amarok. It's a V6 3-litre. It's controlled by a Bosch EDC 17C54 engine control unit. We'll just lift the engine cover off. Now, one of the first restrictions of this vehicle to get more power out of it was a turbo. So our first protocol was to develop a turbo for this vehicle. Now, when developing a turbo, it's not about just fitting the biggest turbo on there you can. We want to develop a turbo that will spool fast in the lower RPM range, but will also floor in the higher RPM range. So we've got that drivability across the full rev range. We also fit a larger intercooler on the vehicle. Fitting a larger turbo, obviously we get higher EGTs, higher intake air temperatures, so we fit an intercooler as well. We also manufactured and made our own exhaust system, and we then dyno tested it. This vehicle came out at 380 brake horsepower and 860 Newton meters torque. This then gives Ray from Tread the ability to test tyres at the speed needed with this particular vehicle.
So my design brief to Martin was that I wanted this vehicle to be like OEM plus. I wanted to create the Amarok R that never existed. I wanted this to be the best Amarok possible on the level if Volkswagen made it themselves. So when I asked him to create the vehicle, I didn't want things cutting off, things putting in. It needed to be how Volkswagen would have done it if they'd done it themselves to the best of their abilities. And what he's delivered here is exactly what I asked for. The engine bay is completely OEM, all the sensors are still functioning, everything's how I wanted it to be.
Right, we're just having a look underneath this Volkswagen Amarok. Again, Ray from Tread give us this Amarok earlier this year with a spec what he wanted for us at Pendle Performance to do on the vehicle. One of the reasons he wanted it was he wanted to do high-speed testing for the tyres, and in its standard trim this vehicle wasn't capable of hitting the speed he required to test the tyres to the full extent. So he gave us the vehicle and a spec what he wanted from the vehicle. Now, any work I do personally, Martin at Pendle Performance, is I like things to be OEM, look 100% original. And as we can see, we've got all the DPF in place, every sensor is connected, everything looking underneath looks 100% original. If this vehicle was to go up on a ramp next to another vehicle what was standard, it would look 100% OEM. We have done a modified system at the back, and we've put a twin exhaust system at the back, which Adam will do a video cut to and show you the exhaust system. But we are really pleased with how it turned out looking OEM.
This is a VBTS. It's the latest industry data logging technology from Racelogic. It creates a live data map of each tyre. The individual tyre temperature is displayed during the testing. The data can be analysed both live and afterwards in VBOK Test Suite. It's very important that we understand what's going on in the vehicle's tyres, and this helps us analyse different influences and also changes that have been made. It also shows us the GPS speed and the Vmax. This box is very adaptable. It will do a number of other features, things like braking tests, lap timing. It's a nice piece of equipment, and also, you know, it's being the latest technology, it helps us. It's faster, it's efficient, it's a nice piece of equipment, and we can analyse the data in more detail later on. It's always good to have a nice display so you can see live, make sure that the data is correct, the tests working how you want. So I enjoy using this equipment. It's also incredibly very well made. All the plugs are nice Limo plugs, well made. We never have any trouble with the equipment. It works exactly how it should. We're going to use it also to independently verify the speed. We can go for a speed record, and this equipment is actually allowed by the Guinness Book of Records and the MSA as an independent measuring device. Yeah, 186 control. I'm going to head out on the highway.
So we have been really privileged this weekend to work alongside Ray, and also be offered to come to the testing ground at Spain. So huge credit to the testing ground, and obviously Ray from Tread. Ray gave us this Volkswagen Amarok earlier this year, which we've talked about to do a build spec on. It wasn't particularly aimed at beating any records, but once we did the build spec on it, and once we got the power out of it, we decided to go for the records, and there's a number of records that we've absolutely smashed. We've smashed them, and this is a truck. You've got to understand, this is a truck that we've smashed the records with. The other one been done with a vehicle. Ray, can you confirm what vehicle it were?
Yeah, it was a Mercedes car.
It was a Mercedes car. So the records we've beat with a truck compared to a Mercedes car 3 litre diesel. We've done a 0 to 60 in 5.1 seconds. We've done a quarter mile in, Ray?
13.81 seconds.
13 point, standing quarter mile, 13.81 seconds. So we've absolutely smashed it. I'm really pleased on what we've done. You know, again, huge credit to Ray, huge credit to everyone here, the security people, the track, everyone who's helped us out here. It's been absolutely amazing. So a huge absolute thumbs up from me at Pendle Performance. A huge credit to Ray from Tread as well. So thank you for watching, guys.